Hey folks, it's dinner time, so I have his pate with real chicken and tuna. I saw Scruffy lined up quite a while ago. There's a little shorter story to go with that, but I'll get to that later. So let me open up the door and let's get dinner going. Hey Scruffy. So I know you've been waiting for a while. So you ready for dinner? Ignoring me as usual? So yeah, I saw him earlier today, and he kind of ignored me, kept his distance. So nothing new, or there's nothing unusual anyway with him. Okay, Scruffy, I'm gonna pick up your food and I'm gonna bring it out. So I'm picking up the dish. Okay, ready? So I'm gonna open the door. Okay. So I'm picking up the plate and I'm gonna step through the door. So ready for dinner? And I don't know if that was a yawn or a hiss. I think that was a hiss. Well, I didn't hear it. I just saw his mouth go wide open. He's stretching again. Grabbing the water now. So I put the water on the chair. Closing the door. And I'm going to swap the water first. Usual pattern now. Oops. So yeah, he's keeping his distance. So I was hoping he would be a little more tolerant. So I'm getting the old water bowl out and putting the new water bowl in. And putting the recycle bin back. Okay. I'm sitting down in the chair and he backed away even further. So putting the glove on now. Okay, that's a meow. So I like me. Whoops, that was a hiss. And looks like he has a grooming artifact there. So I didn't bring out the flea pill today. So maybe I'll have to do that tomorrow. Okay, just being friendly at the face pets. He moved a little bit away, so I have to reach now. So the weather was nice today. So I think it warmed up a couple more degrees. Sun was out most of the day. I saw Scruffy, I think a little bit after lunch, sleeping under the round table. But yeah, so oops, oh, yeah, so he's really into the head thing right now. So I guess, yeah, as I was gonna say, earlier today, I came out into the deck on a different section of the deck. So I have a pull-up bar there, so I was doing some pull-ups and had my resistance bands to do some other things like squats and deadlifts and whatever. So at a certain point, Scruffy, I think, probably heard me, and he did a very intentional head rub there. And so anyway, he saw me, and he came out into the open a little bit, but he really kept his distance. He was really far away. So if you've seen this deck here, so when I point to the round table, there's a railing behind the round table there. So he would have been further than that. So he really kept his distance, and he was kind of watching me do pull-ups and stuff like that. And then he seemed to just kind of get bored and then just kind of turned the other direction. Didn't move, just turned the other direction, and I guess sunbathed. And he stayed there for a while. And then I'd say for maybe almost a half hour he was there. And then he moved, and he went behind one of the beams, and he stretched his claws on it, and I wasn't sure if he was just stretching, because he's done that sometimes, or if he was going to use it as a scratching post. And I don't really want to use it as a scratching post. So I didn't want to scare him or anything, because I wasn't sure if he was actually scratching it. So as he was stretching with his paws on the post, I started walking over there. And then I wasn't that close, but he saw me walking over there. Yeah, he's really friendly with the headbutts today. As I walked over there, he started walking away. He didn't want to be near me at all. And so he started moving into a position where I couldn't see him. I stopped. And so he stopped moving. But he was only like partially line of sight at that point. Then I kneeled, and basically I looked at him, blinked at him, held out my hand, hoping maybe he recognized the petting gesture that we do now, where I stick out my arm, and he comes over and starts doing the head rub thing here. But yeah, he wouldn't move, wouldn't come close, and basically we stayed like that for a while. And then I kind of got bored, and I went back to my pull-ups, and then he got bored, and then he left. And I think he came back to this door here, and I think he's been waiting for a couple hours for food. But he wouldn't approach me when I didn't have food. When I was out there doing the pull-ups, or kneeling with my hand out in the gesturing position. So yeah, he still won't come to me. Yeah, I still can't approach him. So a little frustrating, but he's being really nice right now. Wow, it's another nice head rub. Okay, well I think we're getting close to our time here, so how about we get you your food, okay? So I need to re-grip the glove that was falling off my hand. So get the side cable off. Put it on the plate. Ready for food? So I gotta grab the brush. And gotta re-grip the brush. Okay, and I'm gonna start brushing you, okay? So he's letting me brush his tail. So he's there were a couple, I wouldn't say full knots, but yeah, the brush definitely caught something. So yeah, I wouldn't really call them a full tangle, but there was, yeah, definitely a little bit of resistance, but not bad. So it's except for that one grooming spot here, looks pretty good. But yeah, I think tomorrow I might give him the flea pill. Assuming he doesn't throw up tonight. So I need to think about something to talk about here. So yeah, I said it was a nice day. I was thinking I kind of wanted to go for a bike ride, but at the same time I really needed a rest day. So I did a pretty long bike ride. Was it 3 days ago? And then I had a pretty good run 2 days ago. And then did intervals yesterday. And last night I was having trouble sleeping. And so I think, I may have just kind of overexerted myself. And body's... So yeah, it's weird that, yeah, you think you'd be sleepier when you overexert yourself, but in fact it actually can cause insomnia. So I think that's what happened to me. So I did not sleep well last night. So I think, yeah, I needed to take today off, even though it's kind of feeling like it'd be nice to go on a bike ride. But the weather's supposed to stay nice for the next couple days, so I can go tomorrow. But felt like I should do something, so yeah, I haven't done the pull-ups in a couple days, so thought, yeah, I better do them. And then I also, did the resistance bands a little bit. So I do my deadlift simulation. The resistance on it is not really strong enough, so it's not really a proper deadlift. And then I got unlazy, and I finally changed the band configuration a little bit so I could do squats with them. So I did some squats today with the bands, and that's okay. My posture isn't great, but I've never been good at squats. I'm actually terrible at them. The ones where you hold the barbell behind your head, I'm like not flexible at all. I have a really hard time with that, and it hurts. I've never been able to really hold it well. So when I usually do squats, I usually use the dedicated squat machines at the gym. So much easier. So yeah, it sure is really good today. So I feel like there's not much left to brush here. So I'm just kind of doing it for the sake of doing it now, just to get them acclimated to me being touched, and just getting used to the whole notion. So he hissed early today, but I'm glad to see it's subsided. So he's been definitely on a improving trend line for the last week or so. We had that one day, I think it was within the last week, where he scratched me twice in one night. after things have been pretty much going well. That was like the only major setback, plus the vomiting, which was actually kind of a major setback. But I don't know what to do with you, Scruffy. It's always something going wrong with you. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop brushing and finish his meal in peace. Hopefully he won't throw up. I think he's eating it a little faster, I'm not sure. So there are 2 balls in there, so usually it slows him down, but I don't know. He might be hungrier tonight. But we didn't meow much either tonight, so I don't know. But he was waiting at the door longer, so. But he wouldn't approach me earlier this afternoon, so. You'd think if he was hungry, he'd demonstrate it, try to interact with me or something. Meow at me. So yeah, since I saw him most of the afternoon, he didn't leave the premises. Maybe he did in the morning, I don't know. So he's getting close to done, but there's a little bit of pate under the colored ball. Don't know what he was looking at there. So I think it's gonna keep warming up a couple degrees for the next 2 days, and then it's gonna drop off again and start looking like winter again. Yeah, this is really odd for winter. So it's almost like spring. But yeah, we're just starting winter here, so. So yeah, since I didn't go out, I haven't seen any cats. I thought I might have heard a loud meow once. I was thinking, yeah, if I heard it again, I was going to go out, but it didn't come back, so I'm not sure if I actually heard it or not. And yeah, there is a bunch of pates eating now, so I guess there was a bunch under that golf ball. Okay, so yeah, he didn't eat that much faster. So yeah, I think the golf balls are slowing him down. So hopefully he won't throw up. Yeah, so since he was possibly going to scratch one of the beams again today, I'm starting to think, yeah, maybe I need to get a scratching post. So I still got that coupon from Target for $5 off. So scratching post, maybe. I don't know though. I've seen that they have these. They're like these tunnels that are made of like, I want to say cardboard, but something kind of like cardboard, and they're really rough, and they're designed for 2 things. And one, the cat to go through the tunnel and kind of hide, or use it as a house or something, and then the material on the outside is rough to entice them to use it as a scratching post, even though it's like not standing upright. It's standing kind of flat like a log, or yeah, I guess a log's a good analogy. And so I have seen those at Target. I don't know if Scruffy would use it or not. I think it's cheaper than scratching posts, so kind of tempting. But I don't know if I need to get a proper scratching post from him or not. And then if I get a proper scratching post, should I get one of those that have like an observation bed or something on the top of it, so you can climb up and use it as both a bed and a perch, since he doesn't seem to want to use that blanket or that carrier. Things to think about. So I think I have a couple weeks before the coupon expires. So. And then I was looking for straw again, thinking maybe if I put straw in the carrier, he might use it instead of the bed liner, the top bed topping. But yeah, still can't really find a good place to get straw. So I found a link to Home Depot, but while it took me to a webpage that advertises straw for Home Depot, there was like no buy button or no ship button or anything. And none of the other stores, if you try changing the store, showed any available. I think I did find some animal livestock stores, but yeah, I'm not familiar with them, and they're not that close to me. So, not terribly eager to go out of my way to check them out, especially with all the lockdowns still in place. And the fact that I don't think he'd actually use it. But yeah, it's something I've been thinking about still. But yeah, I have been wondering if we're going to make any more progress than from where we are. So right now we're finally petting, but we're only petting before his meal. So I still can't seem to pet him at any other time, and I can't approach him. He has to approach me still. So I don't know how to make progress there. And you saw tonight when I was putting the water down, he walked away. So I was hoping he'd improve there, but he actually, regressed a little there. So he still doesn't fully trust me. So yeah, that ball slowed him down a bit. But yeah, he's finally done. Looking for the magic kibble. Sorry. It's not there. So I gotta figure out a way to make you earn it. So I'm putting the brush down. And seem to scare him by doing that. So I feel like I'm getting sniffles again, and my nose itches. I don't know. Maybe I have a cat allergy. So the glove is covered in his fur. Probably should like wash it. Yeah, he sheds a lot. There's fur all over this thing. So I don't know if a wire brush would be any better than what I'm using. So what I read is, yeah, feral cats in general don't need to be brushed. So yeah, I guess it's a weird quirk of house pets. So I guess particularly if you bring in a cat, you bring him indoors. I think it's a combination of two things that happen. So one, just the environment change causes their fur to grow kind of differently. And then I think, in addition, they get used to the brush. But I think that the bigger part is, yeah, because they come in, the hair starts growing at a non-natural rate. And so that's, if you don't groom them, that's what causes the mats and all the other problems associated with not grooming your cat. But a completely feral cat who's never been indoors doesn't suffer that problem because their fur basically, I guess their internal clock is adapted to, the normal seasons, and so it grows at the right times of year and sheds at the right time of year, and it's completely natural in the sense that the fur can manage itself and doesn't need a human to groom it, and that would explain how they survive in the wild for humans. It's kind of a weird quirk that humans screw that cycle up. But anyway, since he doesn't come inside and he's a completely feral cat, yeah, he doesn't. I don't think I should need to be groomed. I just do it just to try to socialize him. Stray cats are kind of a unfortunate case, because if they were formerly a house cat and then abandoned or something like that and become an outdoor cat, because I guess their body got used to being a house cat, their fur is permanently kind of all screwed up, assuming they're going to be groomed and taken care of, and so that's when they get all the mats and stuff. So stray cats have it the worst. But feral cats like Scruffy here shouldn't have any problems. And yeah, he's sleeping. Didn't want to stick around to be petting him. Okay, if you scratch, I'm gonna walk over there. Okay, I don't hear anything, so I think we're good. Okay, folks, I guess that's it for tonight. Oh, he just came back. And he's taking off again. Oh, I don't know. What you doing? Sounds making. I don't know why he came back. Usually takes off and I don't see him again. So that was weird. He walked away and then instantly came back. He's leaving again. So I wonder if he's going to leave the premises now. Yep. Leaving the premises. Okay, folks. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thanks for watching us, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye.